and then, boom, get the message back from the president. This is what we said, this is what we're going to do. The problem was is that the member in question from that political circle didn't come to any of the meetings. And it happened, but it just, the frequency was, she didn't come to any of the meetings. You know, it wasn't like missing every other month, it was missed every month. You know, board reaches out, it happens, which is why, you know, you're not signing your life away. It's just a question of, you know, and have you all come to the board meeting and just see how it works, and if it's something that you're interested in doing, then I'd be more than happy to have you just check it out. You know, we'll have one in January, and basically all we do is we look at stuff and kind of tell you what we're going to do in the next 30 days, and that everything's on plan, and if there's issues in the neighborhood. Because what will happen is that as a board member, there is a little bit of public, you know, you're out there, so that if a member has an issue with me, which is usually how it happens, I don't like how Michael runs, Michael thinks he knows everything. And that's cool, because I pretty much do run it, and I do know everything, but bottom line is they have an issue. Well, you know, I know that Sadie's over there at 1933 Apple's Mill Circle, and I'll just knock on her door, and I'd rather not have that happen. But bottom line is, your names are published, so the community does know who the board members are, and sometimes they send you, and sometimes they see you in the street, and they just want to give you, 2 cents, their 2 cents, and that works. Actually, that works. Yeah. And I will say, because again of the second year in a row that I've been managing, and the low turnout at this meeting, that we're really going to have to do something in the summer, outside, in the neighborhood, to have them come out, and so we can go face to face and see how that works. And for the most part, honestly, it's been really good as far as the interaction. I've got a few people that aren't real pleased with the way I do things, but I communicate mostly through email, and I think I do a halfway decent job of that, at least explain the situation. Still might not be happy with how I explain it, but the bottom line is, this is what I know, this is how I've been instructed to act. This is the board exercising their decision, it's correct. You may have an issue with it, I understand that, but the bottom line is, here's where we're at. What do you want to do? It's an A, B thing. Anyway, all right, so, I'll tell you what. My cards are up here. I would love to have somebody volunteer right now, but if we're hesitant, so I'll just go around. No? Okay. But you're thinking about it, I can tell. Hardly thinking about it?
Hardly.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it.
All right, good. New people. Kind of new people.
I'm thinking about it.
All right, 2 thinking about it. I think that's, everyone good with 2 thinking about it?
I just don't know if I have the time, but I'm thinking.
Let me get the Bible out. I'll have to we'll be good to go. Bottom line is that more representation we get, the better. Again, it's not rocket science what we're doing. We're not deciding on the fate of the world. But the neighborhood does have some issues that it just helps to be more in tune. I've had a number of people want to, make suggestions in the neighborhood, and I got no problem with that. I try and present them with the concern that I don't have a big bankroll, the board doesn't have a big bankroll to do stuff, but there's been some other volunteer efforts that have been tried to start up.